What's up, guys? Grizzled Wizard here, coming back for another reaction to the Rings of Power Season 2 official trailer. I am really hyped for this one. I'm coming to you live from Mordor right now, but don't worry, I am prepared in case any orcs get too close to me. I really enjoyed Rings of Power Season 1. As a big Tolkien nerd and also just a lover of fantasy in general, there were some departures from the source material, sure, but that didn't get in the way of my enjoyment at all. In fact, all of my reactions to Rings of Power Season 1 are available right here on the channel, so if you haven't watched them, you can go catch up, and then you'll know what all of my thoughts were leading into the Season 2. However, I will say that everything I've heard about this sounds like they're really ramping up production in a lot of exciting ways. A lot of the things that I sort of had as criticisms about Season 1 seem to be falling to the wayside, and they're kind of redoing it visually as well. That was always kind of the plan, I think. Like, we're supposed to establish that this is a different time period. The Second Age looks very different from what we know from Peter Jackson's trilogy, and we're slowly working our way there. And I think that's already starting to be reflected in the changes that are being made. But without further ado, Rings of Power Season 2, very excited. Let's go.
An evil, ancient,
Halbrand.
and powerful.
That
has
fucking guy.
returned.
What the fuck is that?
Prepare yourselves.
Ooh, I like Galadriel with the braids. That's a good look. Elrond's gonna fight! We didn't get to see him fight at all last season.
A worm is his way inside your mind.
Moths and cut hands.
The crest of him.
What is this? Is he arriving as Anatar? Is he taking the many forms?
I think he's been here among us all along.
Oh my god. No shit! Is that him? Is that our new Sauron? He looks good. He looks kind of like an angry Haldir.
Every soul in
What
Middle
was
Earth
that?
is in peril.
Oh my god. The fall of Khazad-dûm! The orcs look great in this show, by the way. 3 for the Elven Kings. 7 for the Dwarf Lords. Let's go. Is that Pharazôn? Is Pharazôn actually going to do stuff? Was that Adar? I thought he wasn't in this.
He's Sauron.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Wait. That's the fortress. That's the fortress from Forodwaith from the very beginning of Season 1. Okay, we're going to get flashbacks in this. Confirmed. August 29th. Oh, man. That's coming soon. That's coming soon. I can't wait. I'm going to be reacting to every episode of this with Hera right here on the channel. I can't wait to share those reactions with everybody. This is going to be sweet. There's a lot of things happening here that I was waiting to see in Season 1. I really like the casting for Sauron, this new guy that we've got for Sauron. He really does kind of resemble the actor who played Halbrand in the face just enough that it could be like another form of the same being, That's smart casting. I like the way they're doing that. They're disguising his form, but like leaving some sort of resemblance there, just like on a small scale. The sea monster looked awesome. I think that's a different sea monster than the worm that we got in Season 1. Now that Sauron has returned and Orodruin has like erupted, we're going to start seeing all of these different like various avenues of darkness that are under the command of the Dark Lord coming forth. Like we've got this creepy worm monster. There was like a vine monster in here. The orcs marching proudly in the daylight. Like, these are things that terrify you if you're a regular man or an elf or a dwarf out here. Yeah, I think the thing that I'm most impressed by in this is the way the orcs have been portrayed in the prosthetics and just the visual design of like all the creatures of darkness. They look so damn good. I think Lord of the Rings is really where my love of orcs kind of started. I have a huge collection of fantasy art, and it's mostly orcs. It's mostly orcs and goblins. I got a bunch of Angus McBrides in there, some Alan Lees, Keith Parkinson, just like all of the greats. Everyone that's painted an orc, I have a print of that somewhere in the house. And speaking of orcs, I'm pretty sure that was Adar that we saw for like a split second in the trailer, and I was told that the actor was not returning for Season 2, and I guess I kind of assumed that meant the character wouldn't be returning. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was a recast, and we are going to get more Adar. That's a little confounding to me, because I thought that the actor's performance was so good. He was like one of the most compelling parts of Season 1, so if they recast him, some big shoes. That's some big orc boots for the next guy to fill. Shit's about to pop off in Numenor, which is good. That's pretty much where we left it in Season 1, too. We had just sailed in and seen all the banners talking about the death of Tar Palantir. So Farazan's about to make his power play. It almost looked like he was riding in on a damn griffin in that scene, which is wild. Like, Farazan is kind of an enigma to me. He just, like, sat there and, like, didn't do a whole lot in Season 1. But if you put that much fake hair and beard on a guy, I expect him to do something, you know? He just looks hilarious. Like, the costume department just went, like, way too far with him, and I love it. It's so funny to me. But I've been waiting for him to do something, so it looks like he's finally going to start making some moves here against the Queen. And he doesn't even know about her blindness yet. That's only gonna work against her in the coming political struggle in Numenor. I don't know if we're going to get the fall of Numenor itself this season. Maybe, like, I hope this show takes its time to unravel these things and we get, like, several seasons, just because I want more from it. But I also want it now, so if we could get that fall of Numenor, like, it's already been teased in a vision in Season 1, so we should be getting it soon, I would think. And that fortress at the end is the frozen fortress at Foradwaith, where Galadriel and her cohorts fought the Ice Troll in the very, very beginning. So if we're getting a vision of Sauron actually creating that and turning that, transforming the landscape into that, like, icy wasteland, that means we're getting flashbacks in this. Which is also very exciting, because that kind of leaves the door even wider open. I know that Beren and Luthien aren't going to show up because we don't have the rights to them, but, actually, I don't know if that's true necessarily, because we did get the dog, and we got the statues, and we've had random mentions, so maybe a flashback could imply that we actually get more of that story playing out on screen, because that would be really cool. If you don't know the tale of Beren and Luthien, it's absolutely epic, and would make for a killer, like, episode just to focus on it in this, honestly. To be perfectly honest, it could have been the series. We could have just watched the series of Beren and Luthien, and it would have been so good. Anyway, enough about that. This looks awesome. Can't wait to react to it. I will be doing so with Hera right here on the channel. Stay tuned for those reactions. The full lengths will be up on Patreon, and the YouTube highlight versions will be right here on the channel. Leave me a comment and let me know what you think about Rings of Power. Are you excited for Season 2? Were you impressed with Season 1? Do you like the direction that it's heading in? Personally, I think it's showing a lot of promise, and like any show that is ambitious, high budget, a huge production, it's going to take a minute to find its footing, and I really think that by the end of Rings of Power Season 1, they found that footing, and so now I'm just excited to see what they can do once they hit the ground running, you know? It's going to be a treat. It's going to be an absolute treat, and I can't wait. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my reaction to the Rings of Power Season 2 official trailer. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll catch you in the next one.